when it used to be the game every season in the Premier League, the days when Manchester United and Arsenal. Have a look at some very interesting team news tonight for Manchester United. The injuries are piling up, and they've also got Ashley Young suspended tonight. 7 changes in all for United. The back three is Bailly, Smalling and Rojo. Dalot and Darmian are the wing-backs. None of the 5 started at Southampton on Saturday, and despite denying any rift with Paul Pogba, he's left out tonight, as is Romelu Lukaku. Both of them are on the Manchester United bench. Jesse Lingard and Anthony Martial come in. Is it a case of desperate times calling for desperate measures? As for Unai Emery, well, he wouldn't have wanted to change a team that was so impressive against Tottenham, but he's here tonight without Granit Xhaka, who's suspended. He picked up his 5th yellow card of the season on Sunday. So 19-year-old Matteo Guendouzi comes into the midfield. The other change is Aaron Ramsey for Henrik Mkhitaryan, and Ramsey is also the Arsenal captain tonight. We could say good evening to Steve McManaman, who's alongside me. Steve, a raft of changes tonight for Manchester United.
There is flex, and as you said, to change that back 5 is incredible, isn't it? We think that's how they're going to line up. Let's see that front 3, how nice and sprightly they are today. As for Arsenal, they take care of themselves, and Guendouzi, a simple change for Xhaka, and Aaron Ramsey, as skipper, has come in for an out-of-form Mkhitaryan, but it should be a really good game tonight.
Well, the mood around the two teams couldn't be more different going into tonight's game, could it? The 100th game between them here at Old Trafford. Rashford steers it out to Martial, who's got Darmian outside him, but here's Iwobi. Aubameyang looking to accelerate through, and you might describe that as typical Italian defending from Darmian to get the body in the way.
Yeah, it was really good defending, wasn't it? This wasn't a bad ball, this by Iwobi. Aubameyang's off. Just a nice run to get across. Aubameyang by Darmian. Nice and clever.
One interest by Matteo Darmian. Now Rashford. Looking to make some room for that. There's Guendouzi. In behind Dalot again, although the unfortunate Kolasinac. Guendouzi with the ball in, and Bellerin.
To be honest, the ball before, Kolasinac should have done better, should have picked Aubameyang out. A bit like the goal against Bournemouth a couple of weeks ago, inside the defender. You see Aubameyang makes a really good run, trying to get in there. But instead of going across, he sort of pulled it slightly back, hasn't he, into Chris Smalling's path. He has to be trying to miss him out. And this is the volley on.
Manager, who's going to be a bundle of energy all the way through. Here's Iwobi, who just managed to get the wrong side of Eric Bailly. Swings the corner in anyway, which was met and cleared off the line.
Goal.
It's a goal. It wasn't cleared. It was Mustafi's header, which David De Gea couldn't keep out. And Manchester United, under the goal decision system, have gone behind after 25 minutes. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. And that's Mustafi's 2nd goal of the season.
Yeah, and it was a mistake, wasn't it? It actually wasn't a great header. He sort of heads it down to the ground. I don't know whether catches David De Gea unawares, because he just parries it up in the air like that. And
it is Marcus Rojo, and it's a flying save by Leno. Back in by Herrera, all the way through and in. Manchester United level through Anthony Martial. And Arsenal never really recovered from the initial save from Leno. And Martial was there to pounce for his 8th goal of the season. No expression from the manager, but it's Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1.
Yeah, back in the game as quick as you like. From a free kick by Guendouzi. Nice hit by Marcus Rojo.
Here to Marcus Rojo, who was trying to place it. Rojo then just goes clean through Guendouzi. Now we've got a decision here for Andre Mariner. You can see the reaction of the Arsenal players.
We shouldn't be doing that. What Leno's doing or Kolasinac's doing, leave it to Andre Mariner. He's just booked Mustafi, he's going to book Marcus Rojo, that's all. You could see this was happening because all the Man United players went in. Yeah, it's a yellow card, it's not much more. It wasn't that high, was it? It goes.
Rashford leaves him for dead. And Mustafi as well. That's going to be a Manchester United free kick for the challenge.
I think it was.
Brilliant speed though by Rashford.
Yeah, I just think he took everything. His right foot was one side of him and his left foot just cleared him out the other side. There we go, one in front, one behind, just clears him right out. Don't think he's got any complains about that, Mustafi, has he? There you go, just in case.
Space here for Ramsey. Arsenal streaming forward. It's Ramsey, deflected, and behind for the corner.
You don't know whether it would have been better trying to slot somebody in there. Iwobi makes a good run. Torreira's behind him. Aubameyang tries to open the pitch up, but he's got one thing in his mind. Ramsey has to cut inside and get the shot away, and there was never any chance he was going to get a full shot on target.
Well, they're giving it away here to Aubameyang.
It's a yellow card as well.
There's the 5th yellow card. Matic this time. That's an easy one for Andre Mariner.
Look at this pass though. What is Herrera doing going backwards from there? He's in a really good position. It's so negative to go back that far. It's his team in trouble. Matic has to do it.
They're reluctant to cross it though, Steve, aren't they, Manchester United, when they get wide? Manchester United back three, which when you think about the makeshift nature of the United defence, you might have expected to be more of a factor. More sorting out here for Andre Mariner to do after the challenge by Bellerin.
Yeah, I've been a little bit disappointed by Arsenal, to be very honest, in the first half. I mean, I know they come good in the second half and they've shown that this year, but still, I've expected more from them. Bellerin just a little bit late. He's got a yellow card as well.
Important, although I'm not too sure there's a great deal he could have done to avoid the challenge.
No, not at all, no.
Nibbled by Lingard and Torreira. It's an unnecessary yellow card for Lingard.
Yeah, it was only because he had a similar type of foul, wasn't he? A little innocuous one, but just to slow the game down. That's why he's got the yellow card. That's the second of the game, cynical one like that, because Torreira skipped past him into space. At least there's a bit of life in the game, isn't there, Fletch? You can feel it. I don't mind. You know, people stopping people.
There's Jesse Lingard and now Anthony Martial. Lucas Torreira was tracking back. Lichtsteiner got a foot in and then Bellerin was there to clear it. Credit the Arsenal defenders who converged on Anthony Martial so quickly.
You wonder whether he could have just put it out in front of him on his right foot and took the shot on. As if he always wanted to get it onto his left foot. This was a lovely touch by Lingard. You wonder whether he could have just hit it. But once he cuts back on himself, you think he could have just hit it there. It's easy to say now, of course.
Crowd urging Gallo to pull the trigger. Put back in towards Anthony Martial. Guendouzi. Kolasinac looking to spin in behind Kolasinac. Smalling defended it. David De Gea got a hold of it.
But that's
Marcus Rojo thinks about the shot, takes the shot. Onside. Martial in the middle. Lingard arriving, as is Rashford. Lacazette, Mkhitaryan, it's Lacazette. Rocco got back, but it's found its way in. It's going to go down as an own goal. The initial error from Marcus Rojo, and what a bizarre way for Arsenal to go back ahead at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 2. When you looks in, you looks in.
Yeah, what a strange goal. As Tony Adams said, he could have a really big part to play tonight, Lacazette. I didn't think he meant like that. Still on the floor. I mean, I actually thought Lacazette did the wrong thing. Yes, it's a mistake by Marcus Rojo. Just gets his feet tangled up. But this...
So Manchester United... Oh! Jesse Lingard! Straight from the kick-off. What a response from Manchester United. Jesse Lingard with his first goal since February the 25th against Chelsea. It's taken him 26 games to get one, but when Manchester United needed the response, they get it instantly. Emery can't believe it. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 2.
Well, the boys in the studio have got to earn the money tonight. They said there was mistakes in the defensive area. What a mistake this is. I mean, talk about just a long punt.
And Mustafi up there. It's in towards Mustafi, but too hard. Herrera gets it through to Rashford. There's the shot, Leno! Well, there won't be time, that's it. The full-time whistle. And a handshake between Unai Emery and Jose Mourinho, two men who coached against each other in Spain, and they've seen their teams battle out to a draw on a drizzly night at Old Trafford tonight. Shkodran Mustafi with the opening goal of the night after an error by David De Gea. Anthony Martial replying quickly for Manchester United.